Astræa Victrix by Algernon Charles Swinburne England, elect of time, by freedom sealed sublime, and constant is the sun that saw thy dawn outshine upon the sea his own in heaven, to be a light that night nor day should see withdrawn. If song may speak not now thy praise, fame writes it higher than song may soar or faith may gaze. Dark months beheld hope thwarted, crossed, and quelled, and heard the heartless hounds of hatred bay aloud against thee. Glad as now their souls are sad who see their hope in hatred pass away and wither into shame and fear and shudder down to darkness, loth to see or hear. Not now they hear or see that speaks or shows not thee triumphant. Not as empires reared of yore, the imperial commonweal that bears thy sovereign seal and signs thine orient as thy natural shore free, as no suns but thine may stand, steers lifeward ever, guided of thy pilot hand. Fear, masked and veiled by fraud, found shameful time to applaud shame, and bow down thy banner towards the dust, and call on godly shame to desecrate thy name and bid false penitence abjure thy trust, till England's heart took thought at last, and felt her future kindle from her fiery past. Then sprang the sunbright fire high as the sun, and higher than strange men's eyes might watch it undismayed. But winds athwart it blew storm, and the twilight grew darkness awhile, and unenduring shade, and all base birds and beasts of night saw no more England now to fear, no loathsome light. All knaves and slaves at heart who, knowing thee what thou art, abhor thee, seeing what none save here may see, strong freedom, taintless truth, supreme in ageless youth, howled all their hate and hope aloud at thee, while yet the wavering wind of strife bore hard against her sail whose freight is hope and life. And now the quickening tide that brings back power and pride to faith and love whose ensign as thy name bears down the recreant lie that doomed thy name to die. Sons, friends, and foes behold thy star the same as when it stood in heaven. A sun in Europe saw no glory left her sky save one. And now, as then she saw, she sees with shamefast awe how all unlike all slaves and tyrants born where bondmen champ the bit and anarchs foam and flit, and day mocks day, and year puts year to scorn, our mother bore us, Englishmen, ashamed of shame and strong in mercy, now as then. We loosed not on these knaves their scourge-tormented slaves. We held the hand that fain had risen to smite the torturer fast, and made justice a while afraid, and righteousness forego her ruthless right. We warred not even with these as they. We bade not them they preyed on make of them their prey. All murderous fraud that lurks in hearts where hell's craftworks fought, crawled, and slew in darkness. They that died dreamed not of foes too base for scorn to grant them grace. Men wounded, women, children at their side, had found what faith in fiends may live, and yet we gave not back what righteous doom would give. No false white flag that fawns on faith till murder dawns blood red. From hell black treason's heart of hate left ever shame's foul brand seared on an English hand, and yet our pride vouchsafes them grace too great for other pride to dream of. Scorn strikes retribution silent as the stars at morn. And now the living breath whose life puts death to death, freedom, whose name is England, stirs and thrills the burning darkness through whence fraud and slavery grew. We scarce may mourn our dead whose fame fulfills the record where her foes have read that earth shall see none like her born ere earth be dead.